Welcome agents, today I want to examine the PC feature trailer released by Ubisoft because it does confirm a lot of stuff we've been speculating about, but also raises more questions worth speculating about, if that makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to drop a like down below and subscribe for the most dedicated Division channel on YouTube. And with that said, let's do this. Okay, so I won't be able to show you the original trailer in this video because I'm pretty sure Ubisoft will flag it for copyright. So instead, I've taken screenshots of all the things that I want to talk about from the PC feature trailer for this video, and I hope you agents are okay with that. If you do want to watch the original trailer, I'll leave a link for you guys in the description down below, and you can check that out after this video. And with that said, let's begin. So the first screenshot you can see shows a Division agent in the background aiming down sights with a shotgun on an NPC. The text in the left upper corner is actually too blurry for me to make out, even if you zoom in. So I won't be able to tell you what that says. Now, what's important to note about this image is the armor bar on top of the health bar for the agent, because it's different to what we saw in the demo at E3. How, you might be asking? Well, on screen you'll see a screenshot taken from the E3 demo, and as you can see, the armor bar is one continuous bar segmented into 9 parts. In the screenshot I've taken from the PC trailer, it appears to show a bar of 5 white armor segments, followed by a significant gap space between those segments, which is much bigger than any others, followed by just one more segment. This is of course subject to change, but this shows that they may have changed the armor bar into segments of 5, and I suppose this would also confirm that we will get a visual representation of how much armor we have when you consider that this screenshot has only 6 armor bars compared to the E3 screenshot, which has 9 armor bars. I hope that made sense. So what do you agents think about that? I just want to show you another image here confirming that as well, how armor will be displayed within the Division 2. The agent in this screenshot has taken a hit, so has about 9 bars of armor. Originally they would have had 10, which is again different to the other 2 images. As you can see here, the armor bar is again significantly spaced after 5 bars of armor have been displayed. So I'm pretty sure this is how it will look at launch. We're going to get 5 bars of segmented armor, and then I assume that the UI will tell you how much armor you actually have for that particular character. Now, some of you may have picked up on the armor bar for your squad mates in the bottom right hand corner. Just like the E3 gameplay, you will be able to see the armor for your teammates. Now in this instance, Agent Ryan has 14 bars and Agent Taylor has 13 bars. The question I'm sure you're asking is, how do you get more bars of armor? Well, we don't know yet. At first I assumed your armor would naturally increase as your level increased, up to 10 bars of armor when you hit level 30. This would match what we saw in the E3 trailer, but in this screenshot, the agents are only level 10 and have significantly more armor bars, so I'm going to assume armor will be gear based as opposed to level, i.e. certain brand gear might have an armor talent which others don't, or armor can be rolled as a main or minor attribute on gear. Now I've checked back through my images of all the gear that has been revealed at this point and can't find any brand gear sets with an armor talent or any armor stat on gear, but I'm going to predict it will be either one of these. Let me know in the comments below how you think we might be able to increase our armor over the cap from level 30, which I think will be 10 armor bars. Moving on, and let's look at something else. Now, that screenshot I just showed you has plenty more to talk about, but I thought I'd give you a new screenshot to raise those points, so check this one out. Just like the other screenshot, this shows you and 2 other squad mates heading to a control point, and most of you will be familiar with this because it's the same one showcased at E3, but it does have some very good differences. Firstly, you can see what skills your squad mates are using, which isn't anything new as we got this in the Division, but it wasn't in the E3 demo. So for anyone concerned with this, you don't have to worry. This will be in the Division 2, I'm pretty sure, at launch. What I've not been able to see in this footage at all is whether you can see if your teammates' skills are on cooldown. I would assume this will be in the final product just like the Division, but this has not been revealed yet. One thing you might have missed though is this. What is that skill? Is that the Ballistic Shield, or does it look like mobile cover from the Division? It's hard to say what it is, but this has never been shown before, and the image doesn't just match up with any skill that has been confirmed by the devs yet. I'm going to assume with certainty that this is confirmation of the Ballistic Shield being skill number 7 within the Division 2. This wouldn't be the first time we've had snippets of information about the return of the Ballistic Shield, so I think this could well be proof. Of course, I could be totally wrong here, and it could be a skill we don't know anything about yet. Talking of skills we don't know yet, what's that skill? At first I overlooked this because I thought it was the drone, which has been confirmed by the devs. But when I went back to the E3 demo with the drone, the two images don't look the same at all. Could this be confirmation of an 8th skill within the Division 2? It's either a new skill or it represents a certain mod of the drone skill. Now, the little image under the drone, it kind of looks like a shield, so it could well be the Defender mod for the drone skill, or it could just be something else entirely. What do you agents think about this? I mean, I'm really not sure because it would fit the Defender drone skill, but it could be the rumoured 8th skill within the Division 2, Firefly. However, this skill looks very different in the Division screenshot you can see. I think it's probably the Defender drone, but I think it's worth speculating about. If there's anything else in this image I've missed, please let me know in the description below, agents. We're going to move on. Next up, this screenshot taken from the PC feature trailer confirms a few things. It appears the field proficiency cache is coming back in the Division 2, and it looks like you gain one of these caches plus one shade tech for leveling up. Now, that's a bit interesting. In the Division, shade tech was part of the main story, but never really had any use, so to say. But this might not be the same within the Division 2, and it may well be part of the economy, like some sort of consumable perhaps. We just don't know. So with that in mind, what do you think shade tech could be used for? The only real logical thing I can think of is skills. We know that shade technology gives the agents their skills within the Division, so maybe it could be used as a currency to unlock those skills within the Division 2, or it could be used to upgrade those skills perhaps. We know that once you take back the White House, you will have to upgrade it, just like in the Division. But we don't know if that process will automatically give you the skills for whatever area you fully upgrade. We don't even know at this point whether you will have to upgrade areas or it will just be a couple of levels just to upgrade the entire thing. I mean, we're not going to be getting back the same leveling as we would in the Division, so to say. We're not going to be getting medic and that sort of thing. Maybe this time shade tech will be useful and used as a currency of some sort. Seeing this leaves me with a lot of questions, as I'm sure it does for you, agents, so let me know. Moving on, and the next one is quite important and something I'm very happy with. Here you can see an agent with a shotgun shoot an NPC, and it's clear that the damage numbers are a lot smaller and discreet compared to that of the Division. On top of that, the actual damage bar above the NPC's head is a lot clearer. I think this is a very good move because the damage numbers within the Division can sometimes be very distracting. It also seems to show the burst damage you will do to the NPC, which again is awesome, and it appears the devs really want to give us more of a visual representation of the damage we are doing rather than just looking at the numbers on the screen, which can only be a good thing in my opinion. Last but not least, this is for you snipers out there, so Wids, if you're watching this video, which I highly doubt, you'll like this, although I think he probably already knows about this. Anyway, on screen you will see what looks like familiar footage to that of E3. And this is taken at 37 seconds into the PC feature trailer. At 38 seconds is this screenshot. Now, as you can see, the agent has scoped in with their sniper rifle. What you can't see is in between, but basically the agent comes out of cover and immediately zooms in with their scope. Of course, this didn't happen within the Division, and you'd normally have to press a further button in order to zoom in. We don't know what sort of scope is on the sniper rifle at this point and whether this is dependent on the type of scope you are using, i.e. a VX12 scope or ACOG scope for example. If this is included in the final game, I think most people would be happy. This should have been a feature within the Division 2 in my opinion. And I'm really hopeful this will be included within the Division 2 because really as soon as you aim in with a certain scope, then you should automatically zoom in. You shouldn't have to then press another button, so hopefully this confirms this will be a feature within the Division 2. There you are, agents. Hopefully you enjoyed this examination of the PC feature trailer, and if there was anything else I missed, then please comment down below. There is definitely some interesting stuff here, and all in all, I'm pretty excited with what has been revealed in this trailer, but as always, this has raised more questions, which I assume will soon be answered. There was one more thing that I didn't talk about, and it was confirmation of settlements being within the Division 2. You probably saw it on the E3 screenshot. rushing towards the control point, it mentioned castle settlement, but I assume that most of us already knew there would be settlements or safe houses within the Division 2, so I assume that safe houses will now be called settlements. They'll probably be bigger, more expansive, but we just don't know at this point. So if you thought I missed that, I didn't, and there you go. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you very much for your support. It is highly appreciated, and until the next one, Epic out.